Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Devesh Lati, and I'm the program manager at the Next Genius Foundation. And I welcome all of you for this session where we are going to share with you about the SAT and ACT prep scholarships for your test prep, which will happen with SAT and paper. The scholarships are being offered here through the Next Genius Foundation, through the Next Genius webinars. And welcome, Abhinav sir, to the session. And before I get going, I'll just share my screen with you. And before we talk about the SAT and ACT prep scholarships, let me quickly tell you a little bit about the Next Genius Foundation, about the work that we have been doing, about the vision of the foundation, and then we'll move on to the details of the test prep scholarships, the SAT and ACT prep scholarships. So the Next Genius Foundation was started in 2014 by Dr. Neeraj Mandana and his father, Sri Naveen Mandana, with a vision to help and to identify bright students, future leaders, and help them with scholarships for their undergraduate education abroad. So the vision was to provide scholarships to these students and to help them get access to a world-class education, which will not only change their lives, but the lives of their family members as well. Right? So we started in 2014, and every year we work with lots and lots of students. We raised huge sort of donations from our well-wishers, from our donors, and we were able to offer 20 million worth of scholarships over the past 5 years. Let me show you a few facts, a few details about how and when, how these scholarships were offered, and to which students, where these students came from, to which curriculum these students belong to. So, in the past 5 years, the Next Genius Foundation offered full tuition scholarships and partial tuition scholarships to 119 students across India, or Indian students who lived abroad. And these scholarships were offered when the students were in grade 12 and they were sort of preparing for their college abroad, when they were applying to colleges abroad. So 119 Next Genius scholars are right now studying at a college in the US on a Next Genius scholarship. These students are from 88 different schools from across India or abroad. Out of these 119 scholars, there are 59 girls and 60 boys, so that's almost a very balanced ratio. Now, 77 of these scholars came from metro cities like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Pune. 23 came from tier 2 towns like Indore, Jaipur, Lucknow, places like that. 19 came from tier 3 cities like Jamshedpur, or rural towns like Bulandshahr, and maybe smaller, very, very small villages across India. And 4 of these scholars came from uh, abroad, like Singapore, Dubai, places like that. And finally, 67 of these scholars were from international schools, and 52 of these scholars were from Indian curriculum schools like CBSE, ICSE, state boards, or schools like that. So, uh, over the past 5 years, we have been able to sort of offer these college scholarships. Students won these scholarships to study at a college in the US and are now benefiting with this scholarship, and of course, giving back to the foundation in any possible way. Now, with that, Abhinav sir and Dr. Mandana and we realize that there is a big need for providing SAT and ACT prep scholarship, because we believe that is an important piece of college application. That's a piece where a lot of students struggle with because of limited resources that are available to them, and that's what led to the birth of test prep scholarships, SAT and ACT prep scholarships. Now, again, I'll just like to share with you that the program across January is free of cost. You don't have to pay anything for this program. The scholarships are something which are for your personal tutoring, that will be provided to you by SAT and paper. And for that, let me invite Abhinav sir to share the details about.
Thank you so much, Devesh. So let me seize this opportunity to tell everyone about SatnPaper. Please do take a look at our website to get more information. Just to share with you, uh, as a test prep professional, I've got 25 plus years of experience with me. And this has been in multiple domains of test prep, whether it is the JE or medical or the Indian MBA or law or working with younger kids or working with probably very senior people. And then, of course, now into the SAT, ACT for the last 5 years in an exclusively online platform. So SAT and Paper is a very different organization in the sense, number one, we do only remote learning. So you never have to visit us to do classes from us. And unlike the times, COVID times today, when practically all my counterparts have shifted to Zoom as a medium of instruction, we have existed exclusively like this for almost 5 years now, which only means that we are far more adept at working with this medium. We currently work with students from some about 35 countries. The key about our program is that we do all our tutoring one-on-one, because we always believe that SAT or ACT prep is a very personal thing for each one of you, right? So a typical, let's say, SAT test has 154 questions, ACT has over 200 questions. Why do I sit through a class, where 150 of these questions would be discussed if I had my doubts in only 4 of them? So this is one program which respects your needs, which respects your importance of time, right? Second, we schedule classes for you in a flexible manner, which means when you work with us for a full-blown prep, you do not have to do classes as per a fixed schedule, right? So you want to do a class on Monday in the evening at 7 o'clock, on Tuesday in the afternoon at 3, and on Sunday in the morning at 10, that's all very much possible here, right? So everybody gets to kind of choose the times when you want to do the classes. And then we, of course, involve the parents in the process. We give them regular feedbacks about how you're doing as a student, which is extremely important. Uh, and we take you through a rigorous test series. We take you through multiple mock papers, and then we analyze those papers with you. We review those papers with you. That's where the crux lies. And sorry. And this is one of the reasons, why in a rather short period of time, I think this year we have results which are better than anybody else, much better than anybody else across the nation. So 101 students, we will later on be sharing the list of all these students on our website. 101 students scoring the 99th percentile or higher on standardized test in just 1 year, which is like 1500 on the SAT or 34 on the ACT, which is phenomenal in my opinion. And then we work with these students days in and day out, working very hard, looking at their problems on a very, very personal basis, right? And we have a team of very highly qualified, competent, experienced tutors who work very patiently with the students. So a typical SAT prep course or an ACT prep course would last about 4.5, 5 months, because you have the flexibility to move this course at a pace that you are comfortable with. Right. So, and now all of you have the phenomenal opportunity, to get a scholarship on test fee. The full fee as of now is, set at ₹150,000 plus taxes. So you could end up getting a scholarship anywhere from 10% to 100% of this fee. Otherwise, also lots of people have written to me, can I write to you directly? Yes, you can. At any point in time, if you do not want to participate in the prep scholarships right now, you want to do a diagnostic later, we never charge for a diagnostic test or a demo class. So we always offer these absolutely free of cost. Please suit yourselves, please feel free. All those who participate in the next genius scholarships, test prep scholarships now, would also be given a personal feedback on their scholarship tests, as to how they perform, what are the tests, primarily with respect to the test choice. We'll not go much deeper into that, but we'll be able to give you an email analysis of what you've done on the test. Lots of people have written to you, can I connect with you over call? Yes, please do write to me. Then if we need to call, of course, we'll connect on a call and we'll see how we go forward from there. What is the right time to start? People have asked me. Right time to start is ideally the end of your grade 10 should be the first day of your SAT or ACT prep. Right? Keep watching this space earlier. Stay hooked on. It's a phenomenal exercise that we're doing out here. So if you stay here and come back in February and March, you'll get to know all about the subject SATs. You'll know to know all about the APs, and we'll tell you about the resources that you should be using. Everything as in everything. Some of you have always also written to me that I'm in grade 9, I'm in grade 10. Can I take this, get the scholarships? Yes, you can. Why not? Do take the test. And if you cannot get one of these scholarships this year, maybe there's always the next time. But who knows? Who knows? You may do well. These are very simple tests. And even if you do not do well, I think we'll be doing a post session, after the scholarship tests are over, where we'll be able to give you guidance. And through this month, we'll be giving you guidance as to how to improve your scores further. So be a part of the entire program, and then be a part of the scholarship test, and then we'll take it forward from there. Right. And as usual, since afternoon, I'll be available to take all your questions towards the end of the session. I've answered quite a few. Keep asking, guys. I'll take all of them today. I mean, don't worry. Over to you, Devesh. Thank you so much.
Superb. So let me now take you through how these scholarships will be offered and how you can benefit from them. Right. So as Abhinav sir just mentioned that we are offering 25.5 lakh rupees worth of scholarships, test prep scholarships through the Next Genius webinars platform over the next few days. These scholarships will be full-fledged SAT, ACT preparation scholarships and partial scholarships as well, which will be ranging anywhere from 20%, 10%, all the way till 75%. There are full prep scholarships available. There are partial prep scholarships available. Amazing opportunity for all of you sort of gain that personal preparation for SAT and ACT. How will the scholarships work? How to apply? How will you get to know? So here's the first step. The first step is the application for the scholarship will open on Jan 10th. So that's when we'll share with you a link for a application form, a scholarship application form, where you'll fill the form, and we'll sort of send you the online scholarship test details. So the first step is filling that online application. Second step is taking the scholarship test, which will happen on January 30th and 31st. So Abhinav, anything that you would like to include here?
I would want to add here that there are going to be two types of scholarships. One is the SAT scholarship, the other is the ACT scholarship. At your discretion, you may choose to participate in one of them or both, right? Both these tests would be conducted on January 30th also, January 31st also. Yes. But you have to take them only on one day. Nobody has an option of taking the test on both days.
Yes. Okay, so again, you'll take these online tests in the end of January.
I'll interrupt again. Devesh. So sorry. So if you're participating in both SAT and ACT, you might take one test on Saturday 30th, one test on Sunday 31st, or you might take both of them on 30th or both of them on 31st. If you're applying for only an SAT scholarship, you have to probably take just one of the tests that you might choose the date. If you're applying only for an ACT scholarship, again, you have to do just one test, which will be available on both of them. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. Thank you.
That's perfect. That's perfect, sir. So I'm sure it's clear to all of you that there's going to be either you can apply for SAT or ACT or both, and you can take the test on one of these days. Like you can take the SAT test on one day and take the ACT test on the other day. You can take both the tests on the same day as well, right? Right, sir? Okay. So finally, once you take the test, we will announce the results within a week, where we'll get back to you. If you have won a scholarship, we'll of course we'll also showcase these results on our websites so that everyone can take a look at it, and we'll personally get in touch with you as you win the scholarship.
Just to interrupt, the way we have planned the scholarships out here, it is not that you'll get a scholarship if you score as much. It's not like that. So from the total pool of applicants, this is the guaranteed give out in terms of scholarships. So even if you're not scoring that well, certain number of students are always going to get those scholarships. Rest assured about it. So it's a very fair, transparent, and honest way of disseminating scholarships.
Great.
Thank you, Devesh.
So what happens next is, of course, the eligibility is, as Abhinav sir mentioned, anyone from grade 9 to 11 will be able to participate in these scholarships. So if you are interested, anyone across the country will be able to participate and apply for these scholarships. We might also have some younger kids, grade 8 kids, who are considering, and of course there will be scholarships open to them, but generally recommended age limit is grade 9 to 11.
Even if somebody is grade 8, you can still participate in the test, no harm done.
Great. So with that, I think I have covered my presentation, and now I'll open it up for Q&A, and I'll let's see what are the questions which are coming in, and I'll just share with you, sir, so we can start answering them. Yeah. Okay. So again, someone is asking, where can I give the diagnostic test?
You can write to me on my email ID or visit SatnPaper website, and we'll schedule a meeting or schedule a call. We'll get it done for him. It is done online.
Okay.
So we'll be able to get this done. That's not an issue. You can just write an email to me or visit my website. It can be done.
Great.
It can be done any day. I mean,
okay.
Other than the scholarship test, you can do a diagnostic test at any point in time.
Okay. A few students are again asking a little bit more about the scholarship. So
the scholarship test syllabus, somebody has put up a question, is the same as the syllabus for SAT and ACT. Simple.
Okay.
But you don't need much of a prior preparation. There are simple tests of English and math. So let them double it up as a diagnostic test. Rather than chasing a scholarship, see if it naturally comes to you. But don't spoil the diagnostic test by preparing for it.
Yeah. Someone is asking about the details for scholarship test. So let me take that. There are 3 steps. The first step is we'll send an email to you with a form, with a scholarship form, which you'll need to fill in order to apply for the scholarship. This form will be emailed to you on Jan 10th. That is a date to note. Second is there is a test you'll have to take on January 10th, January 30th or 31st. And of course, after the test, we'll announce the results. So these are the 2 key dates that you need to be aware of. Technical details of how the test is going to happen, how the whole process will happen, all those things you'll find in the email that we send you on Jan 10th. Okay. Is the scholarship test free of cost?
Yes, sir. It is absolutely free of cost. That's keeping in line with the Next Genius, it's absolutely free. There's nothing that you have to pay for it.
Okay. Okay.
Any particular person specific questions? I'm good at that and I'm bad at that. I'll not be able to take right now, honestly. In view of the good of the larger number of people, anything general, you can ask me right now. Grade 9, when and how can I give my next SAT or ACT? Next SAT is in March, then May, ACT is in April, and then in June. Make sure you do a diagnostic so as to figure out, when do you want to take it.
Can a grade 12 student apply for the scholarship?
No, absolutely not. Not permitted. It has to be grade 9 to grade 11 only. Also, all scholarships that you have should be consumed in the same year.
Yes. So another important factor is that the scholarship that you win must be consumed through the year of 2021. That is till December 31st, 2021.
Yeah.
Students are asking, will we provide 100% scholarship? Yes, there are 100%.
And you can just share the details. I'll just share the details in case they want. Oh,
yes.
Let me just give me a moment. Give me 1 moment, please. So if you can take down, so for both the SAT and the ACT, there is 1 scholarship which is 100%. There are 2 scholarships of 75% each. There are 4 scholarships of 50% each, which means a total of 14 students will get at least a 50% scholarship. There are 8 scholarships of 25% each, and there are 20 scholarships of 10% each in each of the category, the SAT as well as the ACT. So just look out for this space, the Next Genius Webinars website. On the 10th of January, we'll put up a link with which you can register. After you've registered, you'll get the login details and the timings for the test. The tests I've told you, would be done on 30th and 31st of January. And after you're done with the test, we'll be announcing the results in a week's time.
Okay. So once again, a final a reminder, you will get an email with all the details on 10th of January. Just wait for that. There is no registration fees for the scholarship test. There is no registration charges that we are charging. It's the whole program that we're doing right now in the month of January is free of cost. The SAT prep scholarships are for more personalized tutoring that will be provided through SAT and paper. I think we have covered uh, most of the questions here. A lot of them are
covered.
repeats.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a good time to just wrap up the session, sir. And anything else that you would like to add here?
I think that's about it. And we'll meet again at 6 o'clock. That will be a form filling session, so they'll help you how to register for the SAT and the ACT.
Yes. Great. So once again, thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you, Abhinav sir, for sharing about the scholarships and about the SatnPaper program with the students. The next session that we have is a session on how to register for SAT, followed by a session on how to register for the ACT. However simple, however easy it might sound, there are a lot of technical details that you all must know. Going to be a great, very brief session, and I encourage all of you to join us for this session. Wait out for an email from our side.
One more clarification. The scholarship here is only for SAT and ACT. It is not available for the AP prep or the subject SAT prep.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So wait out till January the 10th, when we share with you on an email the details on how to apply for these scholarships. Great.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you, everyone.
Good day. At 6 o'clock. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.